The sword from Minecraft. How do we create this in Procreate, in this pixel fun style? Let me show you how. Make sure you have the Bardo brush pixel brush set. It's free, link is in the description. Next step, we need a canvas. That's 30 pixels by 30 pixels. Create a new canvas if it's not in your saved folder. If it is, just tap on it and our canvas will open. Next, wrench icon, canvas. We want to turn on our drawing guide, edit drawing guide, and we want to make sure that our grid size is 1 or 0. Thickness and opacity is your own preference, and you can choose whichever color you want your grid to be. I will keep black so that you can see it on the screen. Once you have all this, tap done. Find your pixels, brushes. We're going to tap on this pixel painter, and I'm going to create my sword just using gray, white. You can choose whatever colors you want, but if you're going to follow along, just double tap in this area and you'll get gray. So we have to draw a diagonal line. So let's start off with that. I'm slowly bringing it up. I think that's a little bit too high. I'm going to erase using the same brush, the pixel painter. And I think that should be the tip. No more. So you need some room. Make sure your brush size is also at 1. If it's larger, you'll get bigger pixels. So size 4 brush gives you 4x4 boxes. Make sure it's size 1. Now I'm going to fill out this side as well. So now it's about 2 boxes or 2 pixels thick. I think I want to do 3. So I'm going to add one more line. Oops, not the eraser. On each side. Like so. So that looks equal. For some reason, if you have like a few extra on this side, just erase them. So now we have a good zigzag on both sides, and it's about 1, 2, 3 pixels in diagonally in thickness. Now I also need like the sword, the handle would be here. So I'm gonna add another diagonal line about here. And you kind of want it to be equal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, bang on. Look at that. Fancy. And I also want it to be a little bit thicker. Actually, no. I changed my mind. I'm going to leave as is. Maybe you want yours to be thicker. That's okay. But I will fill it out right there. Let's leave that for now. We can always erase. Step number 2. Add some color. To make it easier, I'm just going to turn on auto lock. And where did it go? Here it is. So that I don't color outside my sword. And now I'm going to grab a light gray and fill out the inside. And I will do this using the soft pixel shader. So the gray, the dark gray will pretty much be like an outline. I think I like that, yep. And maybe one more. Yeah, that's good. There's my sword. And even lighter gray. Almost white, but not there. And I will just grab these. Maybe even lighter. It's easier to tap using the pixel painter instead of the soft pixel shader. There you go. Give it more dimension. And then I'm gonna grab this same gray color and just tap out a diagonal line like so, kind of where you'd be holding it. And now let's grab a really dark gray. So bring it down here. I'm gonna outline this part of my sword. Should I leave that? Nah, let's color it in. Like that. So if you're using like pink, purples, grays, blues, or greens, just use different shades of that same color. So light red, dark red, medium red, so on. Add in a little bit of detail there, and then I'm gonna get these edges. And I'll connect it here. That looks good. We can fill that in, or you can leave as is. You know what? There you go. If you colored too much, for example, by accidentally you did that, or you're using like a dark gray and this happened. If you grab the eraser brush and you start erasing, you'll actually erase the entire sword because we're only working on one layer. So what you want to do, instead of using the eraser brush, you're going to use your coloring brush and just recolor that area with the correct color gray, like so. So you're not ever erasing, you're just painting on top. You're just adding more color. How's that looking? I think that looks pretty good. I'm very happy with that. You can make your sword thicker in spots or thinner. That's up to you. But I do want a different color background. I'm gonna add a new layer, bring it below. We'll use a DigiPixel shader, and I'm gonna grab it like a blue. Like a turquoisey blue? Or like a light blue? Yeah, that's not turquoise, that's blue. DigiPixel shader. And because the sword is gray and white, we want to fill in this whole area with different shades of blue so that there's no white. But we still have that fun pixel look. So I am just grabbing different, I think I'm on my 4th shade of blue, bouncing between light and dark until I'm happy with how it looks. How's that? I like that. Now that we're done, let's change the size of our canvas so that we can send it to a friend, save it, print it, or put it on our digital frame. So first, turn off the drawing guide under the wrench icon. So we have that turned off. Our page is 30 pixels by 30 pixels. So this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. That's how big our canvas is right now. In reality, it's super tiny. Even 100 pixels by 100 pixels is just as big as your thumb. Super small. We need it, in order to get it to 8.5 by 8.5, we need it to be 2,550 pixels. So let's change our canvas. Because if you send this right now to a friend, like if you text it as a PNG, it will be very, very blurry because it's so tiny. So to change our current canvas, tap on the wrench icon, canvas, crop and resize, settings, and this is where we're going to input the new size of our canvas, 2,550 by 2,550. Tap done, tap done again. Check it out, how tiny our image is. Now we need to make our image as big as our canvas. Select your first layer, select your second layer by sliding to the right so they're both blue. Once they're both blue, then tap on the transform tool. Snapping is on because it's highlighted blue. If it's not, tap on it and turn on snapping. Excuse me. Then the interpolation icon right here, we want it to say nearest neighbor. If something else is selected, tap nearest neighbor. If something else is selected and you stretch it out, it'll be blurry. Nearest neighbor, it'll be clean. Once you've done that, I have to now grab a corner node, but I cannot because it's below this menu. What you're gonna do is just 2 fingers, and you can shrink your canvas a little bit or just move it around. Now that I can see those 4 blue nodes, I'm gonna try to grab the one corner, bring it all the way up to the side. It looks blurry, but don't worry, tap the transform tool again, and it'll be nice and crisp. So there you go. Your canvas has changed. You can now send it to anyone you'd like. And make sure to draw this with a friend on your iPad. Send it to each other. Tag me on Instagram. Show me what colors you used. Comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see the next video. Keep grading, and I'll see you guys soon.